council, on the governing council, and then also the current, let's say the current new chairman of the Cooperative Affairs Committee, that is Ijebu. Please a round of applause. And then next to her, we have the chairman of the project implementation and monitoring committee of Idipr, that is Alhaji Osaki Salawi. And then we have next to him our own daddy that is just freshly returned. To a large extent, I don't know if he's still a citizen of Waterside or a citizen of Houston, Texas. Please a round of applause for the new chairman of the Youth Development and Training Committee, Pastor Patrick. Thank you very much, sir. And then also, as designed, as arranged, we know that the, I don't want to go into Yoruba proverb because of the elders here, but if I say it in English, I believe I am pardoned. It is believed that the biggest usually comes last. That is not the proverb. Okay, so we have with us the acting chair lady of Idipr, that is our Mama, Professor Apeke Adiso. Thank you very much. So we move on without wasting any of our time. I will be introducing to us the facilitators for today. They are well known, prominent in Tilapia production from hatchery to grow out. That is, they are from Latia Farms Global Investment. That is Mr. Nuruddin. Please a round of applause for him. So I'll hand us over to him and we'll go into it. Once our guests arrive, we'll just take a brief pause and then we'll move into the welcome and opening ceremony. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nuruddin. I'm a Tilapia farmer. I'm also the National Vice President for Tilapia Aquaculture Developers Association in Nigeria. We have our farms based in Lagos and the Idipr Dam in Seine. I have some of my kids on the Idipr Dam in Seine and some in Epe, Lagoon, but my experience in Ikoto. Like I always try to do on Tilapia fish farming training, I'm going to stimulate with a video. So it's a very old video, but it was what we saw that we started seeing that yes, there could be a possibility that something like that can happen. And good enough, anyway, we have something like that, and we hope we can take it beyond where we are now on that. So let us just have that video, the 7 minutes video.
Environmental education started with the American philosopher Henry David Thoreau and other naturalists of the early 1800s. Their writing stimulated an interest in the natural world when we were first seeing the human impact on the environment. Educating the public is proving to be even more important today. The lessons are coming from many different corners.
The Republic of Ecuador, or more literally, the Republic of the Equator, is a South American nation bordered by Colombia on the north, Peru to the east and south, and the Pacific Ocean to west. Along with the Galapagos Islands, one of the most unique places on our planet, Ecuador is a land rich in history, and with its diversity of animal, plant, and aquatic life forms, is proudly listed as one of the 17 mega-diverse countries in the world. From the Inca Empire in 1463 to the nation's new constitution in 2008, which is the first in the world to recognize legally enforceable rights of nature, or ecosystem rights, Ecuador is a country charting a course for the future as diverse and unique as its past.
Un ejemplo de sustentabilidad lo que respecta a la producción agrícola es lo que viene efectuando la compañía Tropical en estos momentos en el país, desarrollando policultivo, en este caso camarón y tilapia, que tiene ventajas ambientales muy significativas. Estas ventajas ambientales podría enumerar varias, pero las más importantes es un racional uso del recurso agua, que cada día es menor en el planeta Tierra, un uso adecuado del espacio y también un uso racional del recurso alimento, que también alimento para estas especies que también están siendo amenazadas ambientalmente como fuente de proteína animal. Esas son las razones por las cuales consideramos que lo que está haciendo Tropical es amigable y es consecuente con las políticas que el gobierno está llevando.
Though the term farm fresh usually conjures in their natural resources for generations to come, the aquaculture industry is flourishing here. Though the term farm fresh usually conjures up thoughts of roadside produce stands in the summertime, it's also applicable for describing the farming of fish and shellfish for consumption, or aquaculture. Today, aquaculture is the fastest growing form of food production in the world, with nearly half of the seafood on the market being farm raised. With the need to focus on sustainable food production to meet the ever-growing global consumption demands, coupled with the desire to be more environmentally responsible in all facets of industry, the tilapia and shrimp being farmed in Ecuador represents the best of all worlds. Farm fresh, all natural, environmentally responsible, and sustainable for the long term.
There are three main reasons tropical is noted for having the highest quality tilapia in the market. The first being our saltwater growing environment. We're the only producer that raises our tilapia in a saltwater environment. And that saltwater environment provides us with a far superior flavor and texture to all other tilapia available. The second two issues are really driven by the consumer's need to know where their food comes from. This fish is delivered to markets throughout the United States within 24 hours. And from there, we're able to deliver to smaller secondary or retail markets within another 24 hours. This makes the product in your store, and many times in as little as 48 hours from market. We provide complete, transparent traceability all the way back to the hatchery. Everything is traced all the way through, so that we're able to guarantee that we're providing the highest quality, safest, freshest tilapia available.
Founded in 1995 by John Schramm, who grew up on the coast of Maine and experienced firsthand the effects of the declining New England fisheries, Tropical Aquaculture Products was launched with a vision to find high-quality, sustainably sourced farmed fish to supplement wild supplies and fulfill consumer needs. It was this quest that led John to Ecuador, where today, Tropical is bringing the healthiest farm-raised tilapia and shrimp available to dinner tables across the USA and around the world. Partnered with 11 tilapia farms throughout South America to ensure quality and continuity of supply, combined with 5 dedicated processing plants, 4 daily points of entry into the United States and Canada, and 6 distribution centers, Tropical is able to successfully avoid interruptions in supply. Combined, the Ecuadorian farmers have over 30 years of aquaculture experience and produce roughly 100 million pounds of live fish each year. In order to consistently produce at such capacities, a harmonious balance between farm, environment, and local community has to be ensured.
One of Tropical's main missions is to have a minimum impact on the environment. All of Tropical's producers here in Ecuador grow shrimp in polyculture systems with the fish, and all the ponds on recirculation systems. Mixing polyculture and research systems in the farms, we're able to, 1, conserve resources, and 2, maintain a healthy environment in both cases.
Environmental stewardship, social responsibility, food safety, and traceability are the 4 key principles of the code of practice that governs everything Tropical is doing here in Ecuador. The impact these principles are having on the people in this region is significant. 4,000 people have good paying work with on-site housing and healthcare services. The farms invest in the future of the local community by contributing to the cost of teachers and building maintenance in area schools. In addition, they've begun a pilot program with one local community in which community members have access to a staff position on a weekly basis. The impact these principles are having on the rest of us is realized with every tantalizing taste of the delectable, high-quality tilapia being farmed here in Ecuador. To learn more about tropical aquaculture products, visit their website at www.eattilapia.com.
Yeah, welcome back. I needed to show that to see how serious Tilapia business is. For us in Nigeria, we are still very far behind. Very, very far behind. So, one of the communities that have done so well in Nigeria is the Idipr community.